As a busy dental surgeon in the middle of Wellington, Ed Leung and his wife Marjorie have got a very specific passion. They're dedicated Pinot-philes from way back. So much so that they've found themselves a patch of perfect Pinot growing land over the hill in Martinborough.
Yeah, we bought the house here from Petone. It came all the way over the hill and it came in one piece.
And then we start sort of planting the vineyard and the trees and landscaping the area, because before it's just one flat piece of land with 3 cattle trough.
So why on earth did you buy it? I mean, there must have been something quite special about this spot.
It's not so much of the spot, but because it is in Martinborough.
Huh.
And I was tasting a few of the Martinborough Pinot, which is really, really good. And so I said, if they can do it, why can't I?
So tell me about that first vintage, that first harvest.
Where we squashed them ourselves.
Hand pick all the grapes, yes, and pick out all the rotten ones, because there wasn't a lot of viticulture in that area that year. And then we got our son to squash the grapes with his feet.
So how have things progressed since then? Have things got easier?
Got better, because everything's run very smoothly with Glenys.
So you had some help. She came on board, showed you what needed to happen to get everything working.
She just took over, and everything just went smoothly.
Brilliant.
Glenys Hansen has been living and working in Martinborough since the 70s.
Is this a typical Martinborough vineyard?
No, it's quite unusual. It's actually planted in the Burgundian style. If you have a look, we have Pinot planted here.
And it's really close.
The rows are 1.2 metres.
Yeah.
The vines are 900 between them.
Okay.
And you just have one cane with 6 shoots usually off it. So we limit the amount of fruit that we pick off each vine.
Ah, that's how it
and
works.
then we get more intense flavours, and it reflects, of course, in the wine.
And the vines are really close to the ground.
Because heat comes down and then it reflects back off the ground.
Okay.
And we get more prone to frost because we're lower too.
Ah.
There's been years when the fruit hasn't come up to standard, and we've actually left whole blocks out there.
Is that
and
right?
not picked it because it wouldn't make good wine.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
It's not all on my shoulders, though. The winemaker does. the winemaker
Someone
has...
else to blame.
Yeah, they have input too.
All of this hands-on hard work is because of Edward's belief in terroir, that the wine is made in the vineyard. But if that's the case, what's the winemaker's role?
Really, if I've got great, beautiful, ripe, clean fruit coming in, all I have to do is just sort of lead in the right direction, and it should do what it's meant to do by itself. You just have to be a little bit probably more technically correct with your winemaking to get away with not fining and filtering, so you can't press too hard, so you don't want any phenolic bitterness in the wines.
What is it about the Pinot that comes from this part of the country that you really love?
It's just a really lovely savoury nature of it, rather than big fruit bombs. There's attractive fruit, but the savouriness and the complexity that comes from Martinborough, I think, is amazing.
So one of the wines that you think would be really good for us to try now, what would that be?
I think the 2013 Special Cuvée Phoenix is tasting great at the moment.
Okay.
Young with plenty of potential.
So where does the name come from?
It's actually Marjorie's Chinese name.
Phoenix?
Yes, because all the Special Cuvées are named after members of the family. So they've had Tristan and Saffron named after the grandkids. There's next year will be Richard.
Right, he's their son.
And also Edward's brother.
I get like baked cherry.
Yeah, I was going to say sour cherry, baked, yep. Some plum, I'm thinking damson.
Damson plum, yeah.
Yep.
I like black tea.
Oh, black tea,
leaf.
Yeah.
And it's really soft and slippery.
Yep.
You know, texturally, it's beautiful. With the non-filtering and not fining, you can taste that in the wine.
By not doing that, we're leaving all the components naturally in the wine, so a little bit richer and it's not stripped.
It's definitely not stripped. This one is fully clothed.
As well as their day jobs, Ed and Marjorie used to open a restaurant in the front room here one day a week. a tradition I'm quite pleased they've recreated as a one-off for the MaMaison family today.
I'll take that. Prawns with Chardonnay, pork with Chardonnay, mango with Chardonnay. We've got duck with Pinot, beetroot with Pinot. It all just works beautifully well with Chardonnay and Pinot, every single thing on this table. Food is such a huge part of your life, isn't it?
It actually goes back to my family because every Sunday my dad used to have everyone round for a Sunday dinner.
Yeah. The first time Marjorie cooked that duck and I was here, I fell in love with it, and it always goes well with the Pinot from this vineyard.
Why is it such a good match?
It just is. It's a miracle.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Cheers, everyone. Cheers.